Hello everyone and welcome back to Do Not Like, Do Not Read. My name is Clemens and with me today is John,
Greetings, normies.
Julius,
Hey,
Panty,
Hello.
somebody who's older than the dinosaurs, Bob,
Well, hey, it's me, Bob.
and somebody who's taller than a long neck, Lexi.
I like that intro. I wasn't ready. Okay.
Yeah.
I make you feel special.
He's
here.
real good at these.
They're really good.
You broke her.
Okay. Hi.
I was wondering what you were gonna say. I was like, okay,
Sometimes
great.
Clemens just whips stuff out, and none of us were prepared for it.
No one is prepared.
No.
Honestly, he's too good for
I'm
us.
just gonna quote you just on that part without any context. Sometimes Clemens
You know
just
what?
whips
Go
stuff
ahead.
out, and none of us are ready for it. Great.
Yeah,
I got that
I
clip.
remember the DLDR Thanksgiving meetup and I was like, me going to Thanksgiving now, knowing that I'm now the racist uncle.
You know, Jolene's making those fucking, like, I don't know, someone was gonna make ringtones of us saying dumb shit, like, maybe that should be one of mine. Sometimes Clemens just whips it out and none of us are ready
One
for
of you,
it.
one of you could get a soundboard, and then you could just have it ready to go. You know,
That's definitely
like
a
radio
soundboard
DJ.
material.
You could also have like radio DJ ones too.
And we have a very special story that Julius will introduce to us.
Right.
yeah, so this is one of the stories I found in my dinosaur research on the Land Before Time fandom. This is called Tyran by USMCS. No, wait, USMC Cyan Tom.
Yeah, say
I
Ian
always-
actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I always need to fight my urge to say Saiyajin because for some reason that's how we pronounce it in Germany. I don't know.
I think that's, I don't know. That's some kind of localization thing. That may be more accurate.
Maybe, yeah.
In some way. But yeah, he's USMC. He wants to be saying Tom. I think it's interesting. He wrote this started it in 2003, and according to his bio, if I remember correctly, yeah, he said in 2011 he was 24, so he definitely wasn't in the USMC at the time he wrote this. Really aspirational, but the picture here, it seems like he made it. So, great!
Like, yeah, that's a Marine. That's
Good for you, man!
my dad would
I'm
look at
excited
this
to
man
read
and punch
this
him in
story.
face on principle.
Well, okay, that's, I mean,
He's ex-Navy, so he's weird about that.
yeah, he looks like he's wearing gamer glasses.
Yeah.
Those could just be his regular glasses, though. I don't want to judge him. Okay, fine.
A little violence, not as much as my DBZ story, but still some of my version of Littlefoot Alley romance will also have some for the other friends of Littlefoot. Only a little humor, though, and most likely in later chips. Sorry, most seem to be real short. We'll try to.
We'll try to.
Don't worry, it's just gonna be a little humor. You don't
A little
wanna
humor,
overdo
and he
it
will
on the
try
humor.
to.
Don't worry, he'll
gonna
try
try.
to.
This always makes me think this is why my teachers were always so angry when you ended sentences and prepositions. Because people would come back and do this to you.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like he's ended in the middle of the verb phrase. He's going
Yeah.
to try to something. I don't have any hope for whatever he's going to try to do. He didn't even finish the phrase. Okay. I'm just worried. I'm just worried is all. Sorry, I'm trying to get my windows all
So I told you before, but I'll say this here. So I'm not super familiar with Land Before Time. Started many of the movies, I think, never finished them. This was always like this was on, and something else I wanted to watch.
Okay,
was
let me
on
let me just
commercial.
catch you up real quick. And I remember this. We actually had to do a little catch up last time we tried to record this story. A little peek behind the kimono. The only thing you really need to know is that in the movies, when a dinosaur gets killed, they call it getting asteroided.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah,
much all you
that
need to know.
totally happened in the movies and wasn't
That happened
just...
in every movie. Cause
Oh, okay. Good
people
to
were getting
know.
asteroided left and
Absolutely
right.
good to know.
Yeah, that's how
So-
Littlefoot's mom died. That's how his dad died. That's how his adoptive brother died. You know, the whole family
That
got
was like movie
asteroided.
1, 2, 3, like pretty much. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Now tell me, is Littlefoot Alley a like
That's
the
a ship.
that is
That's
like
pretty much
Yeah.
the ship. I think they were both the
Okay.
long necks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the girl
And then there's,
long
like,
neck
they've got
from
the
the
little-
vaguely racist clan of long necks who liked only long necks.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So those are the types
Sorry.
of themes they were tackling.
Just
in
to be
Land
clear,
Before
I'm not
Time.
sure there would have been interspecies breeding.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
not.
there are.
Maybe.
I mean,
Or
I
maybe
there
vaguely
wasn't, that's
remember.
how
I
we
feel
got.
like us imposing racism onto the dinosaurs is a little bit,
Like,
or not
they're,
imposing.
they're just
it's
afraid.
sort of
They're just
projecting it onto
dinosaurs,
it.
but I don't know. I don't know what the writers were going for. What do you
Yeah,
teach
you're right.
children
Maybe-
in
you know what, that's fair.
2004?
In 2000, you know what? We'll see if they taught the right lessons when we read the story. Tyran.
Can I just say, I feel like I don't know. What do you guys feel is media's responsibility to teach kids anything? Because I wish there were more shows for kids where stuff just sort of goes down and it didn't have like
An
a
educational
moral.
purpose.
Yeah.
I think more shows should be misinformative.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think parents should be coming back to their kids and being like, "What did you learn? What the fuck? Where did you hear that?" And then like they'll be like, "Yeah, I mean, if you eat an acorn, you become an oak tree." You know, like some bullshit that you heard on a cartoon. You know,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the talking mouse said so, or whatever.
yeah,
I
talking
don't
mouse
know.
told me, Mom.
Okay, now that we're playing this back, now I'm seeing maybe there is some responsibility. Okay, I'm glad we went through this.
I want.
They,
That's now you see where
now
where
I
they're
saw
coming
the
from.
rest of the story.
Yeah.
I
Personally,
mean,
yeah,
personally, my parents are.
they vaccinated Caillou and now he's a 4-year-old bald asshole.
Personally, I
never
freaked out my
get
parents
tired.
when I told them that if I don't eat my tree stars, I'm going to get asteroided.
Yeah, seriously. You're gonna get
They're
asteroided
cultural
hard if you
boogeyman.
don't eat your tree
The
stars.
children yearn for the asteroids.
You know, a young growing dinosaur needs to eat all his tree stars or he's gonna get asteroided to shit, dude.
like,
Gonna get
fucking,
stoned off
you know,
cold
Sarah
fire.
had a brother. He didn't eat his tree stars, and you know what happened to him? He got fucking asteroided.
Stone of cold fire.
Yeah, stone of cold fire.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we start with an offers note.
Okay, so I do not own the Land Before Time, but Tyran is my character. Most of my stories will be in a character's POV.
Will be. They will be well and they
They
will be.
will be, yeah.
Most of my stories, well, they be in a character's POV.
Well, let's just say
He's trying to be all cool about it.
I've got a few POVs for my characters up my sleeve.
Yeah, you'll see what I got cooking.
Tyran is about 5 years older than Littlefoot. His arms are level with Littlefoot's head.
That's
Great way to describe this.
I mean, they didn't have the metric units or the imperial system or anything back then. The dinosaurs didn't have that. So this is the only... I mean, that's why, you know, how many apples tall is he, is my question.
I don't
Yeah.
even think they had apples.
Also,
back then.
notice how we haven't been told yet, and I don't think we're frankly ever gonna be told what exact species or what type of dinosaur Tyran even is.
Well, they say he's
I mean,
the
we
sharp tooth
will
right there
learn
at the
that he's a
top.
sharp tooth, but we don't know what
No,
kind
no.
of sharp tooth.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, does it matter? Do they know? Do they
I
differentiate
guess,
in
because the
series?
arm length, I think it's still slightly different for a different sharp tooth.
I guess he's a big sharp
Sharp
tooth.
teeth.
I don't know.
Yeah, if he had really
I
long
don't
arms,
think
he would be
was,
the rake.
but
I mean,
May-
Allosaurus have longer arms than, say, T-Rex, and they would be considered sharp teeth, I guess, but, like, nothing's ever clarified.
Well, then again, I think all dinosaurs are a little racist because they keep calling every predator a sharptooth.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Again, you're not an herbivore. Get out of our valley.
Wait till they hear about, like, bacteria that eat flesh.
Damn.
They don't even have teeth.
Yeah.
He has some scars, one on his nose, across his chest, and on his left leg. More about them and how he got them in flashbacks later in the story.
Wait, I'm sorry, hang on. Is one scar just on his nose, then it goes to across his chest, and then to his left leg?
Exactly.
He has a cut just to his chin.
Yeah.
I survived getting cut in two, but I got better.
Jesus.
Where is other scars then? Are there?
I got sawed in half.
On his heart, obviously.
Yeah,
That's
I
when
got
they
cut
invented
from-
that magic trick.
I cut.
And that's
I got
also
cut
why
from,
it didn't go so well.
I got cut from my nose all the way down to my leg, nearly asteroided me. Damn.
His past is full of trouble and fights. Both his parents were killed a year after he hatched, only told how to hunt and act, though he acts by himself.
Yeah, don't we all?
Okay.
I think we're all taught how to do stuff at one point, and we still act by ourselves, so...
Yeah.
Like, that's not really...
The past is full of
Not
trouble
really a
is
logical
new.
sentence.
Parents killed a year after he hatched is new. The rest of the sentence is not necessary.
I think it's good because he could have been acting exclusively by them and he just needed to clarify.
How would he act by them? What does that even mean?
They're just like
Oh,
puppeting him
yeah,
around.
by then
They're
they're
dead.
dead.
He could be puppeting them. They could act
Oh
by
yeah,
him.
I guess that's true. I was thinking in the year before he hatched,
Doesn't
they
it
just
happen
sort
in
of
Kimba?
put their hands under his arms and just sort of walk.
Well, no,
him around.
Kimba, in Kimba, he...
Puppeteers
Well,
is
kinda,
dad's
yeah,
corpse, yeah?
he has his, like, father's skin.
I mean, how
Skin
good
and
do you
fur.
think lions do at skinning an animal? He's
carries
probably
that
carrying around his
around.
dad's corpse.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just a
What
little,
a great plot point that was.
Yeah.
I'm very sad that never showed up in any of the Leo World
right?
stories.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, I thought everyone carried around the skin of their departed loved ones. Is that not normal?
Yeah,
Are
in a
you a
metaphorical
Cuban?
sense, we all carry around the skin of Factor, if you think about it.
Yeah, and if
We
you
turned
don't think
Grandpa
about it,
into a
it's even
backpack
more
here.
intense.
He then lived on his own, learning to fight, of where the scars come from, fighting other Sharptooth for food.
Good sentence. That was
Okay, so now we
good
know where the scars came from. We got
Yeah,
spoilers.
now we
don't
know.
need the flashbacks anymore.
Yeah. What do we need flashbacks for when we have that beautiful sentence to tell us? Thank you so much. Alright, Tyran's Pav. I was walking through some woods when I come across several other Sharptooth about my size.
No, those some woods.
Oh, sorry. I was walking those some woods when I come across several other Sharptooth about my size.
What are you doing here?
The leader asks when they spot me.
They ask it.
I'm just passing through. I ain't gonna attack you unless you attack me, period, comma.
I'm
I
telling you
answer.
this explicitly instead of walking away like a normal person.
He apparently... that he apparently took it as offensive as he lunged at me. I sidestep and use my tail to trip him, making him fall to the ground. The others move
What
to
a
help.
great fight scene.
Yeah, he's immediately showing us how cool and tough he is. Because the leader walked up, he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And then he's like, "I'm gonna beat you up."
The leader
others-
runs towards me, but then I do a tactical banana peel throw, and he slips.
Yeah. The others move to help until I place my foot on his back and bend down to place my teeth around his neck. Making sure I don't bite him, I demand, "How you trying to run away? I'll let you run now, or I'll kill you. What's your choice?" And just for anyone who wasn't reading along. Now either tell you clan to run away and I'll let you join them, or I'll kill you, then send them to join you there.
Wait,
what's your choice?
I'm realizing. Is it tell you clan, or did you misspell and say tell you plan to run away? And then just say the plan is to run away? Is that the point there?
I think it was supposed to be your clan.
Tell your clan to run away. Yeah, I think they just
thought it
missed
was
the
tell your
letter instead of. Yeah.
I think it was tell your clan to run away. And I'll let you join them, or I'll kill you and then kill them to follow you, which is still a stupid thing to say because he's like, I'm just passing through. I'm not going to attack you unless you attack me. And then
Either
you
you
just
leave,
take a
or I'll
step
kill
forward and you're
all
like, I'm gonna genocide you? Like, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Come on, bro.
Leave or I'll asteroid you.
Yeah.
I'll go with my clan. Just let me go, please.
He barely manages to get out. I move my head and foot, allowing him to get up and run to his clan, who, when he said okay, turned and ran away. When? Okay. I look at the food they left behind. I walk over and begin eating it, not wanting good food to go to scavengers like the smallest sharptooth that are very annoying when you try to fight them.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck small people.
In what way is Tyran not a scavenger right now? He just chased off the people who were eating, and he's now eating what they hunted.
You're scavenging. Scavenging.
And he's now then turning
not
around and going like, good food
scavenging
shouldn't
when
go
I
to
do it.
Yeah, and good food shouldn't go to scavengers like the small sharptooth who are very annoying when you try to fight them?
And
earlier didn't you say I'm just passing through, I ain't going to attack you unless you attack me? What the fuck happened to you?
Well, he wasn't gonna attack those guys because they weren't
big.
smaller than him.
So
but
he's just
the
a
small
douchebag.
sharp teeth. He's gonna fight them.
He's just an opportunistic
He thinks he has an
douchebag.
advantage.
Yeah.
It
As soon as
surprises
he
me-
sees he's a little bit of power, he just goes to his head.
it wouldn't surprise me. He seems like the kind of person that would just like take the corpse, leave it, and then eat the small sharp tooth that come forward, and then eat the corpse afterwards. I'm surprised he's not thinking of actively doing it right now.
And he would think that's just like the normal, natural way anyone would do it, not like a weird or asshole thing to do at all.
He's just a douchebag.
Yeah. When I'm done, I hear a bellowing coming from ahead. I go over to the bushes and look out to see and hear some longnecks talking to another who apparently, oh, you do know how to spell that, okay, did something that wasn't supposed to. What did
something that
Okay.
wasn't supposed to.
Ellie, what were you thinking disappearing like that? Not a question.
asked one of the longnecks, asked worried.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's Allie.
sorry, that wasn't supposed to be my line. That's,
I think that was
Allie's
Allie's
mother.
mom. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
That
You
was
said it
Allie's
now.
mom, yeah.
Anyway, but this is Allie. But, Mom, I figured out I love him. That's why I left and to decide to stay there when we passed this time through the Great Valley. I'm old enough to decide, so you can't stop me. I stay with his grandparents. They protect me.
I'm 5 years old. I know what I'm doing.
I'm 5 years.
I don't know why you ran off now, how that explains why you ran off now, when you're gonna pass through the valley anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's old enough. Just let her live her best life.
I actually, since we
I
read
just
a
agree
little
with
bit
her.
ahead in the last recording attempt, I think what she meant is that she left the group to think. I don't know why she can't
Oh!
just think while walking in the group.
Well, they won't stop talking to her.
I guess, yeah.
They won't shut the
That's very
fuck up.
annoying.
They never stop talking. You can't be alone to think because your grandmother's like talking about, we need to find you a nice young long neck to make me grandchildren with.
Yeah, before.
Hey, Ellie.
before
Hey,
your
Ellie, have you
granddad
heard
and
about
I
that asteroid?
Before your granddad and I get asteroided, we'd like you to get married.
We'd like to see some great grandkids before we fucking die.
Fuck those other non-long knickers, I tell you.
Grandma, I'm like 3 years old. I'm not ready to have children.
But I'm 5 years...
Dinosaurs mature very differently than mammals. You're thinking about this in the wrong way.
I was a year old when I had your mother.
I was walking 20 minutes after I hatched. So were you. So were you.
Oh my god.
Why, in my day, you had to walk 15 miles to get a nice mate.
Just to get a nice
Back in my
tree
day,
stump.
I had to walk through the tar pits just to go to school.
Sorry, back in my day, I had to walk 1,600 times the length of Littlefoot to get to good tree stars. Because they only have that sort of metric. He's about that tall, it's that many Littlefoots away.
The real things they never tackled in dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The real issues.
Yeah,
Getting married at 3.
Getting married at 3.
Like I said, it's 5 years old. I can choose my own mate, thank you very much.
I guess so.
At 3 years old, she's like, I can choose to mate in my own damn time.
Allie says, her mother gets a knowing and caring look and says,
I know I'll be staying as well, but you still need to be more careful. The Great Valley is only a few stops away. It'll be better now, I think, than still wandering around.
you had one pause in there, like there was a comma, but there were no
There
commas.
were no commas. No.
I-
I gotta get back in the swing of
Yeah.
reading as it's written.
You can, yeah. Sometimes you do need to stop to breathe, but you know.
That's why Ali can't think with a group, because they just tell
they just
one
ramble.
run-on sentence.
Nobody had invented the comma yet, so it's really hard to follow what's going on.
They have much bigger lung capacity. That's why they can speak this long.
Yeah, the oxygen in the atmosphere it's a very different time. Yeah. I leave smiling, thinking, I may as well help this herd get there. I love helping young love, though I know with my past I will not have any.
So,
So
hang on.
justified.
To spell this out, a literal predator is walking around, finds a little girl, and is like, I'm going to follow their fucking family.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, a literal predator,
is so normal.
heard a family dealing with their own shit, and he thought, better get myself involved. I'm gonna follow them at a distance. And
I better
stealthily
follow
do
them
so they
and do
don't
weird
know.
little machinations in the middle of the night. Ooh hoo hoo.
Yeah. Let's see how that turns out. Again, Tyran's our good guy. I stop nearby and follow when they leave. They stop near nightfall by a lake. They stop near nightfall. It's so weird to me. Why did
Nightfall
you
is
say
a
they
rock
stop
formation.
by a lake at nightfall or near a lake. I don't know. Sorry. Near is like a location thing, not a time thing to me. They all get snuggled up to sleep. I get ready to sleep as well when I spot Allie leaving the herd again. Grumbling, I head her off, not too far into the woods.
He is not helping the
grumpling.
He is not helping the allegations.
Oh God!
I think I did come up with a recipe that I could call grumplings. It's going to be green bean and chicken dumpling soup. I think it'll be very good.
Actually, sounds great.
I'll cook it and drop you the recipe. That's
Yeah.
probably what
Or-
I'm doing tonight.
You could. Well, okay. Well, I will keep spitballing in another. call.
DLDR cooking coming soon.
Yeah.
Punchy
I
makes
love it.
grumpling. Not
Yeah.
clickbait. She makes the grumpling.
It's my line. Why are you leaving the herd again, Longneck? I ask, not showing myself, knowing full well she'd give alarm to the others. That's why he's not showing himself.
Yeah.
The guy, the sharptooth stalking her herd, is not wanting her to give alarm. So that's why he's sinisterly whispering to her, "Why are you all alone at night?"
Yeah, the creepy little fuck that's ducking in and out of the shadows, following this
Yeah,
kid.
that's to not scare her. Got it.
Yeah,
She
why
stops.
why even talk to her?
Leave her alone. Just leave. Leave the herd. You're not helping. Just
I mean,
leave.
even within his twisted logic, he could just follow her and do something in case something does happen to her.
But nothing's happening, yeah. She stops, looks around and asks,
What? Who are you? Where are you?
"I am called Tyran. You need to go back to the herd. Why'd you leave anyway?" Not a question I answer.
What? Did I? Did I do that?
Did I,
I answered?
Did I?
did I do that?
Did I
Did
do
I do
that?
Yeah, maybe he's come to the realization that he shouldn't have talked to her, and now he's like, I answered her? What?
Yeah,
What
like,
am I
shit,
thinking?
fuck, why am I talking to her now? I was supposed to be sneaky.
Sometimes I just couldn't believe me.
It's like, have you've played like Metal Gear Solid or whatever, and you press the button to whistle to like call the guard over, and the guard is like, "Hey, what was that noise?" And they start walking over, and then when they get there, you open a dialogue tree and you just start talking to the guard, and you're like, "Hey, so what are you guys guarding in there?" And he's like, "I can't tell you about that." And you'd be like, "Well, what if I gave you some money?" And he's like, okay, maybe I'll tell you a little bit. It depends on how much money you get. You know, that's the whole thing. You know, it's kind of like that.
And the last thing he says is, "You need to go back to your herd."
Yeah. In this case, it's you
It's
need to go back to
also-
your herd. She looks in my direction.
It's a good thing that the name Tyrannosaurus Rex doesn't exist yet, or else the name Tyran might have rang some alarm bells in Ellie's head.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't even get that that's why he was called Tyran. I couldn't.
Oh my god, wait.
His name.
I just assumed that maybe
Because
he
the
isn't.
reason I didn't.
I don't
To be
know.
clear. The author's
Tyrannosaurus
name
Rex
is-
literally means terrible lizard. His name
Yeah,
is
he
terrible.
Yeah, well, his name is short for terrible, but
He is terrible.
The reason I didn't immediately jump to T-Rex was because when I see USMC and I see Tyran, I immediately think he's trying to do some kind of like politics thing about Iran, and this is clearly not happening. But that's where my brain went, and then I didn't even try to figure out where his name actually came from.
I like to think he's just uncreative and took it from an existing dinosaur name.
I think you're exactly right, and I just didn't figure
Yeah.
that out because I'm stupid.
And I just wanted to think about what I was going to do once we got to the Great Valley.
Wow, she can't even think while they're sleeping?
Her grandparents are fucking snoring.
Jesus.
Oh,
Well, she's gotta move around because else she's gonna fall asleep while thinking, and then she can't finish her thought.
Yeah. She responds, "Yeah, but the last time you did, you got in trouble and could have been attacked by sharp teeth.
Like me.
There's some bad people going around.
They're really
Let's
bad
run into
people.
one of those.
Oh, I'm so glad you ran into me, a good guy.
A nice guy.
Yeah.
Totally.
Wait, do they already know each other or not?
No.
Okay.
He recognized her, but she doesn't even fucking know him.
She's talking to a shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait. I thought they were just meeting, and now he's getting so familiar. Okay. I'm
He
back.
knows her. He's been
All
following
right.
her for a while.
I'm locked in.
And she's just like,
Hang on.
interesting.
I think I came up with another perfect analogy for this. This is like if Drake Bell was following around this other girl, and it says, "Hey, you gotta be careful. Drake is around here somewhere."
Oh god.
Which one? Wait, which Drake? Which Drake?
Watch out!
Drake Bell! Aren't they kind of same kind of gross shit.
That's exactly the point. Watch out! You could be attacked by a drake.
By a drake. And you're like, oh,
a drake could be here.
there's a goose here? No, we're not talking about these.
I'm talking about drakes.
You know what I mean? You've been on
TLDR.
Twitter.
Oh man, what if DLDR got sued by Drake? I hope you guys blow up.
Bitch, he can try. He's never even gonna know our videos exist. I hope his dick
Imagine
falls off.
how imagine how you guys would blow the fuck up if he did sue you.
Because they'd be like, they're not making any money off of it, so technically, like, you can't call it libel or anything.
I think we should all stop calling it the Streisand effect because most young people have never even heard of Barbara Streisand. We should call it the Drake effect. Right? Or maybe even the Graham effect?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just thinking about how he, like, just started talking about Millie Bobby Brown in that one track, and it's like, nobody brought her up, bud. Why?
Nobody.
Shut up, bro.
What? You're digging your own grave.
And like, even if it so some people have brought up the Millie Bobby Brown. So even if it is to address that, that was the worst response. That didn't make me feel
I'm too
any
rich
better
to do
about
that.
it.
What? I'm too rich to do that Epstein shit is a crazy angle to take.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're so off track.
Epstein
All
was
of this
capable of doing that exclusively because he was so rich.
right,
So that
so, like,
just
why
makes me
would you-
suspicious
Yeah.
of you.
And this is why I think, actually, it's your analogy works in reverse as well. It's like if Drake was going around and saying, watch out, Drake Bell is around. Like, watch out, there could be a Drake. Same thing.
Drake. Now I just see the Spider-Man meme, but you have Drake and Drake Bell on either side.
Pointing at each other.
We gotta get another Drake. Actually, let's hope there isn't another Drake to fill in the third slot. Let's just hope there isn't.
I'm just thinking of a literal goose.
Yeah. Some geese are assholes. Alright.
They are.
I guess, yeah.
I owned
anyway.
one. He was an
Like,
asshole.
in a fight? Like, you'd, like,
No.
fucking own
No,
that
he guarded
loser?
our chickens. His name was Mr. Spock, and I was the only person he didn't fight. So, Dad just let me deal with him.
That's cute.
That's nice. Mr. Spock sounds... well, not wonderful, but he sounds like a treat for you. Anyway. Yeah, but the last time you got in trouble and could have been attacked by sharptooth.
But I didn't see any sharp teeth.
I know that, but I fought some before hearing your mom and you talk this morning. I then get further back as she gets closer to try to see.
Why are you hiding? Why are you trying to help?
Why
What are you?
assume he is? She asks, noticing my movement. Why are you trying to help? That is a bold assumption. Very bold assumption.
I mean, she's a child. She probably assumes, oh, you fought sharp teeth so we didn't have to deal with them? I don't know. She's a child.
Fought sharptooth so that he could eat the food they had. So, if other sharptooth show up trying to eat this herd, and he fights them for the food they have... Huh? I'm helping because when I was a year old, my parents were killed. And I just want to help love-alongs. Since I won't let myself get emotional over a death of a loved one. That's a great answer.
Wait, hang on.
I answer.
Wait, hang on.
To answer the second and third question,
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
My question is, why the hell does he care about romance? He has literally no time for that, right? I don't think he's ever thought about romance in his entire life until he saw this random kid talking about it.
Here's
He's
the thing.
just like-
Apparently,
No, he did. He talked about how he had bad luck in his love life, so I guess he has tried and failed.
yeah, I don't think it's that he's never thought about it. I think he's constantly thinking about it and thinking about how, oh, woe is me, I can never be in love. And he's basically
Yeah.
just
Boyfriend
incelling
free
himself.
girl.
I mean, he's just an incel.
He's well, like,
He's just a
what-
little
it's-
freak man.
What
Yeah.
Incelosaurus
Dino.
Rex.
Incelosaurus.
It's Celosaurus Rex. That's what he is.
quick justice.
I
for
think it's an
Tyran.
Incelosaurus beta, actually.
Celosaurus.
Yeah, he's no Rex.
I'm sorry, Lily,
That's
go
for
ahead.
sure.
I think he's just an Acceleraptor.
Hold on.
Just quick justice for Tyran. I feel like it's even sadder. Like he saw this girl for the first time and immediately was like, she could never love me.
I mean,
Love is not meant for mine.
yeah, he's right.
No.
With this attitude, he's right.
Well, I guess that's true.
What girl would want a guy who falls around a little girl because he says, "I'm helping love along"? Like,
Why did I get left on red? Why do I always
wait
get
a
left on
minute.
red?
I'm
sounds like
helping
the type
'cause-
of dude I'd beat with my purse. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm helping cuz blah blah blah. To answer the second and third question, going back, your three questions were: why are you hiding? Why are you trying to help? What are you? I'm not saying you had to, but you're the writer. You could have just reordered the order she asked the questions,
Yeah.
right? Like, couldn't you have
It's
just
been pretty
written it?
easy.
Why are you trying to help? Why are you hiding? What are you? Those are questions of increasing specificity towards his identity. Why are you trying to help
Yeah.
is very broad. Why are you hiding? Maybe there's something suspicious about you. What are you? Maybe there's something very suspicious about the fact that you just said you could have been attacked by sharp teeth.
I would know. I
Alternatively,
attacked them myself.
Yeah.
Alternatively, they could have written to answer your other two questions, or just
Yeah.
to answer the other questions, instead of
There
being
are-
so specific.
There are a number of better ways
Yeah,
to do this.
honestly, yeah, just not number.
Well, anyway, he tells her to promise not to be scared, which is, I can't think of a situation where that's like you should
positive.
accept that promise.
Like,
I just don't. I can't think of a situation where you should accept that promise.
fear isn't really a controllable response, especially
Yeah.
in a child. So, okay, I promise.
Okay, go back after I show you, and don't tell the others, cause I'll help protect you guys. I'm gonna be a sinister.
about me.
Yeah, I'm a sinister force in the shadows.
here.
You don't have to tell your parents about me, girl.
Yeah, this dude is.
They
the
wouldn't
worst kind of
understand.
incel. I've never seen a dino incel before, but this is really what an incel would be as a dino. Like, he's not grooming her per se, but he is doing all the same shit. He's like following her around, telling her to keep secrets. Like, I don't
This
like
is
this
weird.
guy. Fuck you.
It's like he's trying to groom an accomplice, and then
Yeah.
I have to establish my value.
I'm
As a
assuming
protector.
this is all part of some kind of ploy. She's gonna be like signal to her. She's gonna lead everybody into a trap, and then he'll eat all of them one by one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna survive the winter off these long necks.
This herd is gonna last me all winter.
I'm gonna
If only I could preserve food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up one like a
That's
tauntaun
what-
to keep warm at night.
That's what
Since the little girl
Princess
helped me, I'll make sure
Emiluna
she
was
goes
trying to
first
teach
and quickly.
me.
Yes.
But I'm also going to make her mother watch her die.
Yes, of course. Good. I then step out, showing myself. Allie gasps, nods her head, then goes back to her herd. She's just like, "Oh, okay."
Swag, you're a
Yikes.
fucking predator.
Good lord, the thing my parents told me to look out for. All right. I walk back to where I wanted to go to sleep, then go to sleep.
I don't want to sleep here. It's got girl cooties or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The line break, and then this is author's note, so.
Here's the offer again. Hello all, sorry about that. I only got a little in of the first chapter, but I fixed it. Please review,
did?
please I accept even from unregistered. Oh, thank you for accepting.
I mean, doesn't he have the option to delete them?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. So, Tommy,
know,
what do
does
you
that
have
work?
planned for me next?
One more second, Tyran. Oxila, I'll
What?
add the raptor later, okay? But I got about 5 chapters written down on paper now, so she'll come in later, okay? And likely be someone Tyran could actually fall in love with, okay?
Why are you referring to me in the third person? I'm literally right here.
Yeah, I also... It's just weird. You're, like, so weird about Tyran falling in love. Like... He could actually, someone Tyran could actually fall in love with is such a weird way to write that. What?
Actually,
me
to
fall
answer
in
your
love?
question, John, I think at that point he was addressing this other person who probably made some kind of request.
Coxilla?
I added this
Yeah, what the fuck was
raptor.
that?
She's blind, she can't smell, she can't hear. I think she can actually fall in love with Tyran.
She's just kind of stupid. Oh, you know what? Coxilla is somebody who posted in 2003, November 3rd. Interesting profile. Continue reading. Character suggestion: a female raptor.
Oh, okay.
So that's there. We go. Now we know the rest of the story.
Yeah, in the YouTube comments, write down the character suggestion for the newest member of the LDR.
Actually, hang on a second. I think the only person that could fall in love with him would be, like, I don't know, a reverse femcell that's, like, Death Note planning her getting her claws on him or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Literally the dinosaur equivalent of Misa Amane.
Yeah, basically.
No.
I wish I had a yandere girlfriend.
Listen, I see where you're coming from, but listen, Misa Amane, like Kanaka doesn't even like her, okay? So it's gotta be someone on their level of just weird, degenerate mind freak.
Well, she is. She just gets stupid anytime light comes into the room, which is awful for a female character, but, you know.
I'm sorry, you said Mind Freak, and now I'm just thinking the theme song to Mind Freak. I am a Mind Freak! Yeah, Chris Angel. Anyway. What, me fall in love, Tommy? I said I wouldn't. Now you'll get it. Rah!
So this is canon. So
Yeah, this is canonical.
Tyran is aware of the author arranging his life,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. So they're not like sitting in like the commentary.
Tyran is talking to a burning bush right now.
He's fucking losing it.
Yeah.
Tyran's about to receive a couple commandments written on some tablets here.
Yeah. So Allie
Thou
just
must
went away.
follow a little girl.
Yeah, I
where-
remember when Moses said to God, "What? But I already said I wouldn't find the chosen land. Now you're gonna get it, rah!"
Man, I am so glad the Bible didn't include little author's notes, conversations between Jesus and the apostles. Like, you didn't say that time, Jesus. I'm writing it down as it happened.
God!
Sorry guys, got here. I'm sorry if the 10 Commandments are a little bit short, but I was just sorry.
God in the room.
Hey, Marcus! Don't forget that one miracle I performed. Yeah, don't worry, Jesus. It's gonna be in next chapter.
I remember, dude. I remember. Fucking.
Yeah, the
Christ.
chapter before the crucifixion, the guys, I feel like Jesus won't like the next part.
Jesus is like looking around the room. I was gonna say one of you is gonna betray me, but I can see some different opinions around the room, and I sense that the tension's a little high.
To be fair, this is a common trope with the talking to your OC in the author's note.
Yeah. I really
This
want to see
also
one where they
happened
have
in
an
Sabrina
OC.
Orange Balm,
If you
remember
special
correctly.
request, if you ever notice this, just send me a message about it. But I want to see one where they have author's notes where the author's talking to characters in the story, but they're not talking to their OC. They're talking to the canonical characters, and they have an OC in the story as well, who they just don't talk to.
You're just describing creepypasta Wattpad stories, really. 'Cause they're like
Come on.
13-year-old girl talking to Jeff the Killer and Eyeless Jack.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's true. You're right.
This author is like, come on, Tyran, I see you every day, but I only see Littlefoot when I write fanfic, so I'm gonna talk to Littlefoot now.
See you later, bye. Runs away and tries to avoid being bitten.
Haha, so funny. I love these author's notes. They are
Wow,
not cringy at all.
He's so
They're great.
talented.
I
What a great little thing. What a great little moment.
Oh my god. I'm so... Okay. I was just gonna say, I'm looking at the chapter listing, and I see the last chapter's titled Sorry, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love it when a chapter is like, it's giving up, sorry. Like, that's like the last chapter title. It's always my dream. I love seeing that. Not my dream. I don't want people to give up on their stories, but it's so funny to me.
Like, finishes story, immediately apologizes so as not to get canceled.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that Dan Henschel video where he's like, in case anything comes out about me, I'm sorry. I don't think anything should come out. And then he like looks off camera for a second, and then like you see him like make several different worrying facial expressions, and then go, "Nah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nah, probably nothing will come out. It'll be fine. But if anything does come out, I'm sorry." That's the vibe. All right.
Chapter 2, Rematch. Tyran the Sharptooth, Chapter 2. I do not own the land before time, but Tyran is my character. Chapter 2, our rematch with the Raptors.
Rematch with the Raptors. That's... okay. This writing style has evolved a little bit. Like a dinosaur. Like a Pokemon. I don't know why I like a dinosaur. Dinosaurs aren't emblematic of evolution any more than anything else. Okay. When I wake up, I check on the herd to see them already in the distance.
You fucking fool! You're not even a good creep.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Already in the distance, I had slept in. And he's running with toast in his mouth. I run to catch him.
His little anime girl wig flapping in the wind.
Yeah. I run to catch up and stay in the woods to keep hidden.
But with the
I
question,
get close to the front. Oh,
the question becomes, who does Tyran run into boob first? That's what I need to know.
Probably a Sharptooth.
I don't think I love that answer, actually.
Yeah.
Red Claw Sama.
And just to be clear, they are going into his boobs. To be clear, if we're continuing the metaphor.
Yeah, of course. I get close to the front and continue walking until the Sharptooth that I had attack earlier step forth from the rocks to stop them. Everyone gets ready for a battle, but I roar and run out, growling at the small Sharptooth. I'll be calling them by their name from now on, okay?
Okay, thank you.
God, they're so
could've
annoying to
done
fight. God.
You could have done that whenever the fuck you wanted. Am I misremembering? Somebody here knows dinos, I think. Raptors are not as large. Velociraptors were not as large as they looked in Jurassic Park.
Correct.
They were
No, they were
actually
really
small.
small.
There was a
Really small,
but
variety
he
of sizes
doesn't
for species,
say-
but typically they were small. I mean, they're the ancestors of birds, so they're not super big.
I think he actually got that they're raptors correct, but probably not for the right reasons.
To be fair,
willing
it
to bet he
doesn't
would
state
call.
what kind of raptors they
I
are. They
think
could be
he
Utah
thinks-
raptors for all we
I
know.
think when he's saying a small sharptooth, he's contrasting that with like a full-size T-Rex.
Yeah.
So a small sharptooth is like the size of a Jurassic Park velociraptor.
And,
But
like,
in
really-
real life, a small dinosaur would have been very small, and a raptor would be the right name for it. So
Yeah.
he made multiple mistakes and stepped into the correct answer. Stumbled into it. Okay. Cool. Great. I love when the story becomes more accurate. with
Unintentionally.
mistakes. Yeah, right? I again roar at the raptors. Go away! This herd for now is under my protection. For now!
Until I slaughter them.
You will not harm them.
But I will.
Leslie, you agree?
Yeah.
Go away from this herd. They are under my protection for now.
We'll come back later.
Well, no. You will not harm them.
Or my name isn't Drake Tyran
Or
Bell.
my name isn't Tyran the Sharptooth.
Okay, well, when you put it like that.
Yeah, right? These are just livestock to him. The long neck, not understanding. Okay. Think I'd ordered them to attack, swipe at me, and I have to dodge a tail. Hey, I'm trying to get rid of them. Don't attack me. I shout before being slammed to the ground by the raptor leader. I roll away as he tries to stomp on me. I get up and ready to fight.
Yeah, of course, he's pinning you to the ground only to then try to stomp on you.
Yeah, he lifted the foot he was pinning you down with in order to...
Because
Yeah.
a raptor would be so effective with stomping anyway.
Well, these raptors are wearing steel-toed boots.
I guess, yeah. But then he'd still have to kick, not stomp.
Yeah, that's true. And everybody knows raptors are terrible at kicking.
Yeah, they never do it.
I charge, bidding at him, missing. Missing? How did you what? I charge, bidding at him, missing. I then swing my tail to trip him, but he jumps and tries to stomp on it. He misses. You guys suck. You're just dancing. You're not even fighting.
It's a West Side Story.
Yeah.
Dance rumble.
This is like a dance rumble, absolutely.
They've got the slick back wigs on, the leather jackets. They're snapping with their little arms.
Snapping with their little arms actually makes the little arms funny to me. I hate the little arms humor because it's like, it's not, I don't know, but snapping with the little arms does make it kind of funny to me.
Someone needs to get to Photoshop. I want to see all of these Land Before Time edits.
Oh my god. In the Land Before Time art style, too. I kick him in the leg, scratching him, but he lunges and bites my chest. I then bend my neck to bite his neck and kill him before he pulled away. Holy shit. What? Sorry. I'm trying to imagine what kind of contortionist bullshit he's doing. Bite, and then you bite, and then... How?
I guess
Okay.
Tyran is not only a nebulous sharp-toothed kind of dinosaur, but also a horrible, horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Like, eldritch abomination
Turns
sort of
out
shit.
He's a
You
long
were
neck,
absolutely
sharp
right.
teeth.
Do you think his parents had
Hybrid.
forbidden love? One was a long neck and the other was some nebulous sharp tooth.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You said earlier they were racist, and I'm here to say they were right. I'm sorry, I'm old, so this may just be me being behind the times. I don't think we should fuck our clones. I don't think we should interbreed with dinosaurs.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, but like, what
And
if
you know what?
the
I'll even
dinosaur
give you
was,
this.
like,
I'll even give you
Well-
young whippersnappers this. I'm not sure I could make a good argument for it.
Yeah, okay, but what if I drew the dinosaur with big boobs and...
Big boobs! Hunga munga! Why didn't you say that before? Where were the dinosaurs like this when I was growing up?
A big match. Like ungodly size.
Hunga munga!
Ooga, ooga.
Oh,
My tongue's rolling out onto the floor. Thinking about a dinosaur with big ol' honkers.
Yeah, sorry, my eyes just flew right out of my skull. I have to pick them up
Bob's
again.
as yet undiscovered dinosaur fetish.
Yeah. Recently discovered. My eyebrows just launched off my forehead.
Even he didn't know until Julia said, "What if I draw the dinosaur with boobs?"
And again.
Yeah, I didn't even had to
didn't
show
even have
Bob
to-
an example.
You
Just
didn't
the
even have an
words
example, just
dinosaur
describing
with
the
boobs
concept. That's
were
all it
enough.
took. I'd never really considered it before, but now that you brought it up, I'm suddenly like, whoa.
This family's a nightmare.
That's yeah. I'm just a weird old uncle. Imagine you're sitting there at Thanksgiving, and I'm that weird old uncle, and then somebody says some shit like that, and he's been quiet the whole evening, and he goes, "Whoa, yeah!"
Hey kids, if
Like,
you haven't
sorry.
seen a dinosaur with boobs,
Holy shit!
Uncle Bob, can you not speak ever again?
Can you just, if you were gonna say that, can you just wait till the younger kids are out of the room at least?
The alternative
Like
story
Adam's
where-
kid, my probably adopted brood of children. Like Adam Jr. turns to her father, "Dad, what does that mean?" No.
You
How
really
about you
don't
go
want to know.
watch the Macy's Day Parade in the other room, sweetheart?
And here's the thing, Lexi and I have this plan. When we're really old, we're gonna be like the only old people in the old folks' home, just shouting out like really old millennial memes. Because I think there will be Gen Zers who are like old people who will be shouting out Gen Z like skibbity toilet nonsense. But Lil Z's gonna be there being like, "Oh, he did surgery on a grape." And, like, people are gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, we totally did. Take your medicine." No.
Does that even qualify as a millennial meme?
I mean, it's old enough that I think Gen Z is probably too young to,
It's
to
old
really...
enough.
I mean,
that when
I'm
I'm
technically
80
Gen Z and I was around for that when
think
that
you're-
was.
You're like on
At
the
its
upper end
heyday.
of Gen Z.
I'm recording, Warren.
I probably am.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a millennial. It's almost as if these
I'm a millennial
as if
too,
these
though.
generational
So, that's
borders
fair.
are just made up anyway.
That's true. One thing. Oh no.
Maybe I'll talk about having a landline telephone. You had
I've
to
always
walk
said
over
that when
to
I'm an old
it
lady,
stayed
and
in
like,
place. You had to. You never lost it.
Remember audio cassettes?
I like the alternative version where this has like a horror for kids ripple effect across all the adults at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
Everyone, this unlocks something in all the adults there. The kids
Oh,
are like, "What's
no.
happening?
Oh,
What's
no.
going on?" They have to
So, like,
run
they're like,
around,
the
burn
options
the
are we
house
watching
down.
football or Land Before Time? And suddenly the adults are all switching to Land Before Time.
And,
And the kids are like, is this a.
like,
why are they
and
so
I'm
excited?
info dumping about things no one wants to know about Land Before Time, and at some point, somebody just says, "Punty, shut up."
We're here for dinosaurs with boobs, and like someone's like got a dry erase marker next to the TV just as they.
Punty,
appear.
don't you need to go
Wow.
take the pies out of the oven? Please leave the room for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wouldn't want to be in Bob's old people home because, okay, we can either watch a good movie or Joseph Fly, and Bob is like, Joseph Fly!
Joseph, why?
I would also be there saying, "Joseph Fly."
I want to see Thunder Prince. Again.
I'd
I
also
wanna
be
see that
periodically
little
quoting
boy
things
man.
from Porn Fix.
want the
We're
little
gonna
boy
watch a
man and the
Digital
monkey.
Pictures movie.
Like this
gotta
poor
see all
nurse
of
would be
them.
trying to give
Can we
me
get off
my.
this? Can we get off this?
Yeah, we should
We're
go.
fucking
We
losing
should
it.
keep going.
Oh yeah, we have a fanfic.
Oh right, were we reading?
All of that's gonna get cut. Okay.
Where am I?
The raptors then turn tail and scatter after seeing their leader killed. I shake my head, pick him up, and carry him into the woods to eat, cause waste not, want not.
That old dinosaur saying.
That classic dinosaur saying.
That's the only commandment.
That's what I always said back in the Cretaceous.
One dinosaur commandment: waste not, want not.
I mean, it certainly stood the test of time.
You know what? You know what? That's if you're. I mean, shit. The long necks, surprised by what happened, tried to shake off their confusion before leaving again. Try to shake off their confusion. So you're not going to explain. I follow once I had enough, making sure to stay more hidden, since they're watching in case I attack. So he knows he's crazy. We stop at a river, and I find another spot I can go to sleep at. We stop at a river, and I find another spot I can go to sleep at. But before I do, I smell something I hate, a T-Rex. And by the scent, he ain't too far away. He'd probably probably smell the long necks in the morning with the wind helping, or while he's patrolling his land, and I'd have to fight him. Let's just end the chapter there.
Why are these T-Rex always patrolling their land?
Yeah, do you think in his time at the USMC he had to do a lot of patrolling?
Yeah, he probably did way
Probably.
more patrolling than he was wanted to. So he hates the smell of T-Rexes. Isn't he a T-Rex?
I mean, we don't know. I just assumed that because his name is Tyran.
right.
But
That
I
makes
don't know.
sense to me.
At the end of the story, just anyway, I'm a chipmunk, by the way.
I have a chipmunk with very sharp teeth.
I can bend my neck to kill you.
I was Malice Seville the whole time.
Wow. I wonder if there's.
Okay,
any
we
Land
have
Before
another
Time.
great author's note at the end. Hooray.
I just wanted to say, I thought this chapter was going to be longer than it is, but oh well.
You thought it was? You're the
don't
only
know.
one who has a say over that.
It looked longer when
Okay.
it was still in the MS document.
When it was
Took me
in your
5 hours
head.
to write it, so
Okay.
But I understand the feeling because when writing, like,
I write so slowly. I'll spend 3 hours writing and end up with 2 paragraphs, and I still don't like the paragraphs that I wrote. But I'm also not measuring my amount of writing by how much time I spend doing it. I measure it based on how done the story is. Am I happy with the length of chapter, or do I need to keep working?
Yeah, I think this is one of those things where I feel like a self-imposed deadline was made,
And this deadline said, this is chapter 2.
I gotta put in.
oh
whatever
man, I get
got.
deployed tomorrow. Better update the story first.
Get deployed tomorrow?
That's true. Maybe you're right. That could have been true. That could have been true.
No, it couldn't have. He turned 24 in 2011.
You have to be 24 to be a Marine.
No, you have to be an adult to be a Marine. This story was posted in 2003.
He couldn't be an adult.
He was
right?
16.
Oh, he was. Oh, I see.
He was
now.
16
Final
in
update.
2003. We had to do math for this last time, and then he was
That's the only reason
24
I
and
remember.
20. Fucking he was 24 in 2011.
I'm going
Like,
to have to fight a T-Rex, Tommy. I'll eat you for this. Rah!
Rah. Bye again, folks. Help! Runs from Tyran again.
Hilarious.
Okay, my prediction for chapter 8, it's just an author's note, and It is me runs away from Tyran. Tyran eats Orpha, and when Tyran so I ate him, so no more chapters. Fuck you.
That's great. That'd be a fun way to end it.
story.
I would definitely accept that as the ending, but I don't think we're gonna get anything nearly.
I would
that
also
fun or
expect
cool.
except Allie teaming up with Littlefoot and his friends to kill Tyran. They like
Just
throw
kill
him
Tyran,
off
yeah.
a fucking cliff because
Yeah.
this guy's been stalking me and my family for like 2 months in the time it took us to walk here, and they're like, we gotta get rid of them.
I could also see an option where the last chapter is just the author saying, sorry, I can't continue at all.
Yeah. I think that's probably what it is. I would really hope that what he says is, I'm sorry, I can't continue. Tyran got asteroided.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
I
supposed
can't
to be
continue
getting
because-
married for the marine benefits, and my wife doesn't like that I keep writing Land
Oh, no,
Before
I
Time
was-
fanfics.
I'm hoping his excuse is he says I can't continue writing because my character Tyran is actually dead, like has died, passed away, so therefore no more story. In real life,
Picture of
Tyran
like a
passed away
little
recently.
dog headstone in his backyard.
Yeah, for his character Tyran, who got asteroided too soon.
I thought he was playing poker. He didn't have any money, so he just betted his OC and he lost the hand. So he no longer owns Tyran, so he can't write the story.
Yeah, unfortunately, now Tyran is a canonical character. He lost the Tyran in the bet to the company that owns Land Before Time, and now Tyran is a canonical character. Oops.
You know, if
Shit.
Land Before Time, Tyran's Journey comes out, I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna do like a whole watch along on the Discord. It's not gonna happen. But
Yeah, if it happens, invite me. I'll come.
I might do it.
For Time 15, Tyran's Journey.
Yeah, first step, we need to get the Land Before Time people to hire Mongoose Lover so we get like 20 sequels. so there will be space
We
for
need
Tyran
so
somewhere.
many sequels for this goddamn story. It's
And to honor the Mongoose Lover heritage of it, can it start with everybody just like all the characters showing up on like an alignment chart? Like, here's how everybody
Yes.
lines up. This person's like good but a piece of work. And and like that's our alignment chart. Okay, now we're ready for the story. And then-
Tyran's neutral good but depraved.
yeah, neutral good but fucked up, twisted and fucked up.
Yeah, so chapter 3, a big fight.
A big fight, a little chapter,
Tyr-
no dialogue. Here we go.
Tyran
Tyran.
the Sharptooth. I do not own the Land Before Time, but Tyran is my character. Chapter 3 are the fight.
I had stayed up all night preparing for the most certain battle. That's a terrible idea. That's the worst way to
Most
prepare.
certain battle.
No sleep is a terrible
I'm
vibe
gonna
to
stay
go
up all night to prepare for this difficult exam. Oh shit, I was tired as fuck.
Oh.
How could that have happened?
Hey, don't you remember last night you slept in and missed the herd leaving?
Like he
That happened
oversleeps and he
last
wakes
night.
up in a pile of corpses.
So, like, maybe don't fuck with your sleep cycle even more before the battle. It's you versus all of them. Isn't it? He's
How do you even prepare as a dinosaur?
I don't know. He's got a training montage. The long neck wake. Have we had one flashback explaining his past? The long neck
That's
wake
gonna
up
come later.
and are prepared to move again when the T-Rex shows up. All get ready for a fight again, but I roar and rush out to confront him first. He studies me and seems to laugh to himself before charging. I jump on his foot. God, you are so small. When he's close enough and begins scratching and biting his leg before he shakes me off.
Okay,
This
so Tyran
sucks.
is not a T-Rex.
he's
Actually, that should have been obvious because he's just barely larger than Littlefoot. So.
Why is he attacking the... A long neck tail whips out and hit the T-Rex, making him forget about me.
What?
I shake away unconsciousness.
What?
He shakes away unconsciousness.
So you just didn't become unconscious?
No.
You
He
didn't
is,
shake away
he is
unconsciousness.
unconscious, and then while unconscious, he chooses to shake the unconsciousness away.
Yeah,
he's-
man, I just
he's
chose
like
not to
Aki's-
be unconscious. I'm just built different.
And if you
He's
think
like
that
Ark, he's unconscious, but he's still aware of everything surrounding him
And
because he
frankly-
has the killer instincts.
frankly, if you don't think that makes sense, that's your problem.
He's like she's just in a coma.
Good
He's
luck with that,
imagining things.
buddy. He shakes away unconsciousness. He's Tyran. He does whatever the fuck the author needs him to do. Author hasn't even discovered the comma yet. A long neck tail whips out and hit the T-Rex, making him forget about me. I shake away unconsciousness and bite his tail. As he turns, I then begin climb up his tail, keeping hold with my teeth and using my claws to move.
Welcome to Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, he's really using his tiny little arms to climb. Like Shadow of the Colossus. Okay.
I mean, maybe he has big arms.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
he's
have
I
no
don't
idea
know.
what species he is.
No one knows.
Yeah.
No one
Maybe
knows.
he's a chipmunk. You know, he could be a chipmunk. Maybe the T-Rex never noticed him. The
Yeah,
Rex.
maybe in the Land Before Time universe, chipmunks are classified as sharp teeth.
Oh.
Because they need sharp teeth to crack
Crack
those
nuts,
nuts
yeah.
open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Rex. Oh, sorry. The Rex tries to dodge the tails and skake me off at the same time, and he ends up bashing me into a rock, knocking me out cold.
Cool.
End of chapter. That's it.
Oh.
This was meant to be the short one because of him
Oh.
being knocked out, and I wanted to try to have a cliffhanger here, so I hope it was good.
So he
By the
could've
way,
just
I'm
added-
glad I won't have to run from Tyran today with him knocked out. Yay, I'm free for a day. Yip hip hurrah. Thank you all.
Yip.
Have a nice day.
Yip.
Laugh like a madman.
Oh.
Not hip hip hooray. Yip hip
Yip.
hurrah.
Yeah, horror.
Hurrah.
Yip, yip,
So he didn't
hurrah.
know if he wanted to say hip hip hooray or yippee.
I'm gonna-
Yip
He
hip
couldn't
hurrah.
decide, so
Sounds
he
like
did
the
a
sounds of
hybrid
like a
between
video
the
game
two.
character jumping, double jumping, and then triple jumping. Yip hip hurrah.
I gotta explore with the space, but I think hip hip hurrah is gonna be my new greeting.
You think?
I'm gonna test it out. I'll see how it feels, how it fits.
My new greeting is I'm gonna walk out of the shadows sinisterly and be like, it would be a real shame if a bad man was nearby. That's my new greeting. I hope it doesn't arouse suspicion.
Yeah, my next greeting is gonna be, I'm just passing through, I'm not gonna attack you unless you attack me, and
And then
I'm
start
gonna
like
attack them
flexing
anyway.
and getting ready to like fight.
My new greeting is, have you considered if it's a dinosaur drawing with big titties?
Whoa! Whoa! Funga, whoa, you keep bringing it up, buddy. Anyway, I think that's a good place to stop.
Let us
Yeah,
know
leave
your land before
Leave
time.
your greeting
Yeah.
to us in the comments below and
Yeah.
not in the reviews of the story, or Tyran will kick your ass, dude.
Yeah, do not bother this
It
guy.
totally. He'll stand on your foot and scratch at your leg.
I hope he's doing well.
I think he is, honestly. I think he's just great.
How many confirmed kills do you think he has?
He doesn't like to talk about that.
I think he likes to talk
0.5.
about it an awful lot.
He just wants to go back to a simpler time where
simpler
he could just
time when he-
hide in bushes and approach people. What if this is based on a true story of like the sharp teeth are
The Marines?
the Marines?
Jesus Christ. That's a nightmare.
This is the life
That's horrific. Good lord. Well, on that bombshell.
I don't think he's fine. He's happy.
I'm not bombshell. What else we gotta tell these fine folks?
Check out our Discord.
Don't post any titties in the Discord. Not because it's not safe for work, but because Bob would go. His eyes would pierce through the screen, and then he would have to buy a new screen.
Yeah.
Just directly
I have two
DM me the titties. It's okay.
If you just get me a transparency of titties, I can just kind of like put it over any dinosaurs I see.
Oh, we get you like a little popsicle stick. We tape a picture of like
And I can just
dino
hold it over
titties
any.
onto, but you can.
Honestly, I could maybe even hold it in front of other animals or plants and creatures. Just
I love this documentary. Just following.
I
you
think I
around
have
the
to draw
world.
dino tits now.
No.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the month before time, and don't be weird at the Thanksgiving dinner.
And of course, check
Yeah,
out
don't
our
be
Google
Bob.
form if you have any suggestions for us. And remember, if you do not like, then do not read. Bye.
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 Hip hip hurrah!
Glory to the USMC.